from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the Buffalo Bills taking on Kyler Murray and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our 6th season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. 3rd season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bills have recovered. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after here coming up. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. the gun. Here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020. In his 2nd season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man, complete. That's Musgrave.
Offside defense.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Musgrave. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
Murray going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And no team got after the quarterback quite like the Steelers did last season. They led the NFL in sacks and quarterback pressures, and there's another one right there. This Pittsburgh team, always known as Blitzburgh.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Here's Herbert. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. The first scoring update now from Carolina. The Jets out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The former star at the University of Buffalo, Khalil Mack, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to lead to a third down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Murray. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Herbert on 1st down now. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Porter gusted. Able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The Bills send the punter out. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Here's Murray. It's complete to Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
They
get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try the left side. It's Hall. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alec Ogletree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. 44-yard punt, return of 9. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Play fake. Murray. On the move to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Murray now. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Dean Lowry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On 1st down, Pollard stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Kenny Galladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times, just like the ticking time bomb, the longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin with the Sam Darnold Bowl, the season opener between New York and Carolina. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jets looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that one, as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here, as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. And this is incomplete. An
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He's got Fuller.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
To throw, it's Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Musgrave. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 25 on 2nd down. Murray into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Coup now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This is taken at the 23.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a second down. Now a give right side. It's Hall. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Vikings who have moved out in front in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Murray. Out to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Murray dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
You would think that he had baseball in his past, the way he patrols center field and goes and gets the football as he just did there. An all-pro for the Steelers each of the last 2 years. His first 2 years with the franchise, he led them with 4 interceptions in 2020.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hall, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert. That'll be caught by Cup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try the left side. Hall. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the option right, Herbert.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 1st down, Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll bice, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
To try again after the sack.
Murray, they'll swing this out to Fournette.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Murray trying again after the pick six. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Musgrave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Second and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw is Murray. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hall, and he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bills, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves